looks like a simple business deal is, well, it's not simple at all. Today, we're going to unpack an incredible story of crisis, opportunity, and a massive power shift in one of the most important places on Earth, the Indian Ocean.
For years now, this huge ocean has basically been a giant chessboard for a really tense game between two of Asia's biggest players, China and India. And the stakes? They couldn't be higher. We're talking about control over global trade, critical energy routes, and of course, military power.
So, in this long, drawn-out game, India just made a quiet, really precise move that a lot of people are calling a checkmate. So, how on earth did they do it? Let's get into it.
To really get what India did, first we've got to understand China's playbook in this region. So let's talk about something called the String of Pearls.
The String of Pearls, it's China's big plan to build this whole network of commercial and military bases. You can picture it like a necklace stretching all the way from the Chinese mainland to Africa, pretty much designed to encircle India.
So the key pearls in this necklace are places like the Gwadar port in Pakistan, the Hambantota port right there in Sri Lanka, which they leased for 99 years, and an actual military base in Djibouti. Then you add in the fact that they always have these so-called research ships nearby, which, let's be honest, everyone knows are spy ships, and you can really feel the strategic pressure building on India.
But hey, every strategy has a counter-strategy, right? And India has responded. Not by trying to match China pearl for pearl, but with something way more focused and, you could argue, way more brilliant.
Okay, look at this number. 249.5 crore rupees. I mean, in a world of billion-dollar defense deals, that's practically pocket change. It sounds more like the budget for a local project, not a major move on the global chessboard. So what in the world did it buy?
This. For less than 250 crore, India's own state-run Mazagon Dock got a 51% controlling stake. We're talking full ownership of the biggest and most important shipyard in all of Sri Lanka, the Colombo Dockyard.
This quote just nails it, doesn't it? Instead of trying to build their own long string of pearls, India just placed one single incredibly valuable diamond right in the middle of China's necklace, messing up the whole design.
But you've got to be asking, how did such a valuable asset become available for so cheap? Well, like a lot of stories, this one starts with a crisis that created an absolutely golden opportunity.
So here's how it all went down. In 2022, Sri Lanka's economy basically imploded. That crisis hit the dockyard hard. It lost a staggering 300 crore rupees in 2023 alone. Its Japanese owner, who had been there for 30 years, just decided, you know what, we've had enough, and they pulled out. And that was the opening India was waiting for. Mazagon Dock swooped in and sealed the deal.
So what exactly did India buy? Look, this wasn't just any old shipyard. This is what experts are calling a strategic gold mine. Let's break down why.
It all comes down to location, location, location. The Colombo Dockyard is just 10 nautical miles away from the main east-west shipping superhighway. And this isn't just a busy route. It's one of the absolute lifelines of the entire global economy. Just think about the sheer amount of stuff that goes through there. An incredible 60% of all crude oil headed for Asia passes through this lane. You've got this endless parade of the world's most important ships passing right by this dockyard's front door every single day. And we're not talking about some small-time operation here. This is Sri Lanka's biggest shipyard. It handles over 200 ships a year. It's got 4 huge dry docks that can deal with these monster 125,000-ton vessels. And it's not just a repair shop. It's got a history of building really complex, world-class ships for advanced countries like Norway and Singapore. This place is the real deal. So when you put all the pieces together, the location, the top-tier facility, the rock-bottom price, you start to see just how genius this move was. It's one of those rare deals that's both a geopolitical checkmate and a huge commercial win.
Let's just break down this 2-for-1 victory. On the geopolitical side, India gets a surveillance hub right on a global trade artery, a way to directly counter those Chinese spy ships, and a forward base for its naval repairs. And the crucial part? It's full ownership, not some 99-year lease. Then, on the commercial side, India no longer has to rely on expensive foreign repair yards, which saves its shipping companies a ton of time and money, and it gives Mazagon Dock instant access to the global market.
So what does that time saving actually look like? 5 days. That's how much faster a single Indian ship can get repaired in Colombo instead of sailing all the way to Singapore. And trust me, in the shipping world, 5 days is an absolute eternity. And the money? The numbers are just wild. India could save up to 600 crore rupees every single year on foreign ship repair costs. Now remember, the purchase price was just 250 crore.
This deal could literally pay for itself more than twice over in the very first year. That's an insane return on investment.
And this is also a huge first. It's Mazagon Dock's first international acquisition ever. This signals a whole new, more aggressive strategy for India, not just building at home, but actively going out and buying key assets overseas.
This wasn't some random move. It fits perfectly into a much bigger plan. India has this thing called the Maritime Amrit Kaal Vision 2047, which is this really ambitious plan to become a dominant global maritime power by the time the country turns 100. And this acquisition, it's a massive step in that direction.
So, a quiet little deal, born out of a neighbor's crisis, has led to this monumental strategic shift. It's a masterclass in geopolitical strategy. And it leaves us with one last, really big question. With this bold move, is the tide finally starting to turn in this great game being played across the Indian Ocean?